No idea.
Good afternoon, guys, and welcome back to Get Good at Golf and Jamie's Journey.
Yes, mate.
The man himself. We're talking a little bit of putting today, so we've gone through his short game. You saw that with James on last week's show, we're going to call it.
Well.
Did very well.
Thank you.
So we're talking putters today. Obviously, a lot of people talk putting. They talk about, you know, your beginner golfer. Do you need a high MOI putter? We've got exactly that for Jamie. So we'll see. We've got the Mizuno M Craft putter in Jamie's hands. And the reason why we go for that for the start, we're going to see over Jamie's journey if we're going to change that and go into maybe a different mallet putter, do a fitting for a beginner golfer. But Jamie might not strike it out of the middle, so we've got something that's a little bit more forgiving. So on the off-centered putts, we can get him to the hole. But we're going to talk a little bit of setup today. So, Jamie, you did some putting with Mr. Robinson in the Middle East.
Yeah, a little bit.
How did you get? What was James's top tips?
Hold a 40 footer.
Ah.
Yeah, I wouldn't say there were any skill involved. I think I just kind of hit it. It weren't as.
So was there any top
hilly.
tips from James?
I
Can we
can't
remember?
remember.
Do a putting lesson.
Yeah,
No
not a proper putting lesson.
Okay, perfect. Right. So, what do you think is? Do you think there's anything different here between what you did last week in short game?
I'm not sure. The only thing I would think, this is just off the cuff. Am I trying to hit the ball with the centre of the putt, or?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so with the
that's my
putter,
only
we're
thought.
trying to line it up in the centre, just like you have with your irons and your wedges.
Yeah.
Again, here we've got a big decision on where we're aiming this. So we're not just thinking now about landing angle. We've got to obviously start to aim where this is going to go.
Okay.
So first thing we want to do is give you a good routine. So obviously going through something that's consistent. So the first thing we want to do is aim the ball. So if we look at the ground here, where do you think this? Do you think this is going to go straight? Do you think it's going to move right to left? Do you think it's going to go left to right?
It looks pretty straight on this bit.
Okay, perfect. So what we're going to do, nice and easy, with the golf balls that James Robinson will provide, I'm sure that are in your golf bag, we hope. We're going to use the alignment aid here, so we're going to use the word tight list here, and we're going to line that up towards the hole.
Right.
So when we do that, we can then start to aim your putter and use that to give that as a line where we're going to start it. So if you want to line that up to the hole, because that was a little bit off.
I think there.
Perfect. So once we've done that, we've aimed the ball where we want. What's the next big thing we need to do? So how would you think you're going to judge how far that ball's going to go? What would you do?
So I guess we need to know if it's on uphill, downhill.
Yeah.
Distance.
Exactly. So distance. So like when you did your short game and your chipping. So it's all dependent on what? How far we took the club back.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah. So how far do you think you need to take the club back for this putt?
I wouldn't say too far. Maybe a foot or so.
Okay. So perfect. So what we're going to do is, if you think, if I gave you this golf ball and you threw that towards the hole,
Yep.
so would you have a couple of swings first, or would you just throw it straight off the bat?
I'll probably have a couple first.
A couple of swings. So let's
Yeah.
do that. Let's do a couple of swings and then throw it.
Left-handed.
Left-handed, yeah. Weirdly enough.
Well, we
Not
never
for-
knew this.
Not for this though. We're all right.
We're learning all sorts on Jamie's journey. Perfect. So a couple of swings there in your backswing. So you probably 2 or 3, and then you released it.
Yep.
So we're going to do that the same here with your putter. So what I want you to do is, next to the golf ball, is you're going to look at the hole, and we're going to make a couple of strokes without stopping. We're going to make a couple of strokes without stopping.
There's no way I'm taking that.
Stropping, I don't know where stropping came from. Okay, so look at the hole, so don't look down at the club, let's look at the hole and visualise just like as if you was throwing it. So move the body. Good.
Shoes, by the way.
Yeah, there's
Cheers,
some
mate.
fresh
Freshies.
ones there.
Nice.
So if you think there, Jamie, so when you're doing that putting stroke, you see how you're going a long way back and then stopping here.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you threw that ball with the left hand,
Uh-huh.
did you just stop there? No.
No, follow through, didn't I?
Correct, so we want the same here. So when you're looking at the hole, we want you to think, okay, I go back and then go through, and I'm going to get a nice, smooth rhythm, because you wouldn't stand there and throw the ball making all different motions. Good, that's much better. Okay, so do you think that swing's going to go too far?
Not sure. Could do.
Well, let's hit one, let's see.
Yeah.
So
One way to find out, boys, isn't there?
there certainly is. So, very good pace. That's a nice positive pace. We just passed the hole, so it would have had a chance to go in. So why did that miss?
Probably direction that hit it to the left.
So did it move a little bit to the left?
It seemed to drift off to the left, yeah.
Okay, perfect. So what we want to do now is we want to break that down. So if we bring another one in, we need to move the alignment. So why don't we line that up with the golf ball you're through?
Right, yep.
Because we know it's going to move back, and then we'll do the same routine. So look at the hole, good. Okay. And then let's come in and hit that one.
Oops. A little bit too heavy that time.
Okay. So start line was good, so it started on the ball where we wanted it to, but now we saw that that was struck out of the middle and the swing was a little bit long. Okay. So we want to think now more so over it, take that little bit more time, that if I hit this one, I'll hit it with a wedge. But we're going to look at that hole, and again just think about how much swing would I put on that. Once we've done 3 swings, we're in quickly and we're going to hit that putt. Ooh, stayed a little bit right. So let's line it up first. Good. So look at the hole. Good. Smooth, much better there. Good. And then in, aim a little bit further right, shuffle round. Good. And then go. Oh,
damn.
Much better. So started on line, did exactly what we wanted, and that's what we're starting to do. We're trying to get it nice and close. We don't want one 20 feet past because we might be having 3 putts, but we also might get some longer putts. So now let's hit a couple of longer ones and let's see what we do differently.
Longer ones?
Just revert to my last one. That one before, sorry.
No, well, that's exactly what you should do because it was a good stroke. It was too fast.
That's it. So we're going to go to that next flag there. So let's go to this one up here. So we've got around about 30 feet here. So all we know now is we don't need to hit it harder. We just need to make more swing.
Yeah.
So let's still line this ball up. So think about where is it going to move. What are we on?
Okay.
Chris has picked the hardest putt on this screen, by the way. Just so you know.
Cheers, Chris. From me at deep end.
Start as a means to go on. Right, so practice swing's looking at the hole. Good. And then let's have a look. Aim a little bit further right for me, Jamie. Move round. Good.
Bit too heavy.
Yep. A little bit. So again, so straight away there, for anybody watching, Jamie said, not very good there, gone too far. So from this distance, tour average is around about 3 feet short or 3 feet past. So I'd say Jamie's just outside that, but for Jamie's first putting lesson, it's not a bad start. So let's go. He's on tour.
Dream of going on tour?
Last night.
Isn't that so good for beginner golfer now? Dreaming about.
Well, that's it. You're thinking that's a good putt. A lot of the times, beginner golfers, you're shooting yourself in the foot. You're making it hard work. You think that's a bad putt. That's a good putt for Jamie. And we're going to get one closer in now, hopefully, to finish off. And then next time, we're going to see what Jamie's stroke is like with some numbers. So aim a little bit further right. Oh, he's gone. Great putt. Actually tricked me there. So a great putt from Jamie there. He just needs to aim a little bit further right, as we saw, but that is inside tour average. So Jamie's dream
Coming true, mate.
is coming true. So, well done, Jamie.
Cheers, mate.
Next week we'll have a look. Well, next week James is going to get some full swing done with you, and then when we come back to putters, we're going to be talking numbers. We're going to be talking if this is the right putter for Jamie, and then we need to get him out on the golf course.
Scary.